a statement, please?
Trump Republicans want to criminalize young women who travel to receive the reproductive care they need. Don't let them hold Tennessee women hostage. Take action at righttotravel.org. Campaign for Democracy Group is responsible for the content of this advertising.
That is an ad that Gavin Newsom has released because that is what Tennessee wants to do. I mean, I don't know if they're literally going to chain people to hospital beds, but they want to outlaw a person who, thanks to the fact that their state no longer considers them to be like a full-on actual human, wants to go to a civilized state that has respect for humans. They want to outlaw that. So they're no longer content to have control over your body when you're actually in the place that they rule. They want to outlaw you going somewhere else for it. And like, I guess this is the point in the story where I have to point out how similar to The Handmaid's Tale this is. It just is. I know it's a cliche to point it out, but this is so out of the Gilead playbook. And so Danielle, people are gonna be really mad at Gavin Newsom for making an ad like that. But the ad is just making real what these Tennessee Republicans and many Republicans in other states want to do or have already done.
Tell me what real democracy has a ban on people's movement, right? No real democracy has a ban on people's freedom of movement, right? You want to make laws, like you said, in the state that you control. Go ahead. Apparently, states' rights. So long as it okays guns and outlaws, women being able to have bodily autonomy. But now, what are you going to do? Is it the database that they really want? The database and being able to chart all of the women in that state and when they menstruate? Right? Like, because that's what's coming. Because also they wanted to do that in Florida. That is what is coming next. Because how would you know? Right? Am I traveling for a vacation, or is she doing something, crazy and criminal according to them? This is wild. It's not even a slippery slope. Like, we're just over the cliff and the edge of what a democracy looks like. Half of the population of the United States is women and people with uteruses. And you're telling me that you have absolutely no control over your life? And again, it's IVF yesterday. Tomorrow, it is birth control, right? And it is removing what? Condoms from the shelves and birth control from your drugstores. So you can't have a baby if you want to via IVF and the tens of thousands of dollars that you have to pay, right? You can't terminate a pregnancy if you don't want to. The state is not going to help that child once it is born, because this is the same group of people who ban free school lunch, who didn't want to take federal money for that, who don't want to provide child care tax credits. Like, so what do they want? They want control. And that's what that ad showed very clearly. It was not over the top. That's absolutely real.
Very effective, I think. And I'll remind everyone, we're not at day one of this thing. I mean, you rightly said today it's IVF, tomorrow it's birth control. Yesterday it was abortion, and we said at the time tomorrow it's IVF. And now it's today, and they're already talking about birth control, and that won't even be the end. They're targeting no-fault divorce. The incels on shows at Daily Wire and stuff are talking about women no longer being able to choose who they get married to. They're talking about like forcing them into arranged marriages, child marriages as well, by the way. There's a whole lot more that they want to come at you for. And look, I have a lot of other thoughts. I wish we had more time. I will just say Gavin Newsom is doing a hell of a job here. Is it on some level a little bit weird that a California governor who's not technically running for president is running ads all over the country? Sure, but if he's gonna do it, this is real, okay? This isn't just like mocking Ron DeSantis's height or something. This is a real threat to people, and so I'm glad, I'm glad to see him do it. And by the way, also for the people who are criticizing him, it's not like California is not a part of this. California is a place that many would come to from states that don't allow them bodily autonomy. And so he doesn't want people to come to California and then facing legal ramifications for it. So